Alright, BobalosRex here, and today's video is a lore rant, but it's a continuation of my lore rant from last week, because it got a lot of traction, and I do think my Classes for All ones do kind of get a little bit extra, so I should have been ready, but that one was thrown together to be quick, to be like, hey, I think we can train new generations of demon hunters, but because it got a lot of comments, I wanted to expand on it and mainly talk about how, and I had this idea after the comments because I was like mulling it over in my head, how do we get here? So, one of the things key to being a demon hunter is one, a reason to go fight the Legion. You know, and a Legion to fight, demons to fight. So in this video, I am going to paint a picture of how we end up getting a third generation and a fourth generation of demon hunters, which is what I'm gonna call it, because first would be Illidan himself, second would be the Illidari. But I'm gonna go over about what it means to be a demon hunter, how you get to be a demon hunter, and then my ideas for how we flow into maybe a return of the Legion. So, let's go over some requirements for being a demon hunter. One, you need to be a little crazy. You need to be a little crazy, and you want to hate the Legion. Alright? Every demon hunter's got some issues. But they essentially will give up everything they can, use the weapons of their enemies to destroy the Legion. You know? So you need some trauma, you need a little bit of mania, you need fel magic, you need intense training, and a lot of hate. You know, along with the demon soul. So, I was going over. So if you think about it, the two races we got right now, Blood Elf and Night Elf. One is based off of the Illidari Illidan was training here at the Black Temple. Alright. And you see two factions that were heavily influenced, or heavily involved with Legion activity, or on the, essentially being attacked by the Legion. Legion attack your faction. They attack it long enough, you're going to get some people that are like, I'll eat a demon to kill a demon. And then we get a demon hunter. I'm really oversimplifying that, but so what other races have been attacked by the Legion? And the funny thing with the Blood Elves is they weren't attacked by the Legion per se, they were attacked by the undead. So a lot of people traumatized Blood Elf wise is from undead. But they know that the Legion was responsible for the undead. So, what other factions were attacked by the Legion heavily? Nightborn and Legion. Okay. You could argue the Void Elves through their association with the Blood Elves and High Elves. So that's why I put those two on the forefront. The Orcs have been used by the Legion, been manipulated by the Legion, and fought the Legion in Warcraft 3. Draenei have fought the Legion for millennia. Lightforged Draenei have fought the Legion for millennia. And then here's the kicker too. High Mountain Tauren have been attacked by the Legion in Legion, but original Tauren, aka we can go back, Home High Mountain, a Tauren fought the Legion in the War of the Ancient. Taurens fought at the same time the OG Night Elves fought. Boom. Humans have fought the Legion through Orc proxy. Alright? And that could include Kultirin, you know, and then Archimonde himself dusted Dalaran. You don't think a Dalaran mage was like, you know what? I the demon. Meryl Failstorm held a demon inside of him too, so mages can hold demons. Lifeforged Draenei. Here's one. The Pandaren we also see get attacked by the Legion at the Monk Order Hall. It's a minor attack, but I put it on the list here. And then this was the last one, and I managed to get this even. Maghar Orcs were attacked by the Legion. And you're like, when were they attacked? In Warlords of Draenor, what happened to Tanan? The Legion attacked Maghar, in a way. So, we have all that. So those are a list of races that were directly attacked by the Legion or through Legion forces. Alright? So, they at least have the background with the Legion. You just need some, like, described in the Illidan novel, people going overboard, traumatized, manic, hate-filled people. You can have that of any race. People are going to act like that. People are going to go crazy. And be like, yeah, I'll eat a demon to fight demons. Let's go. So, someone brought up elf immortal souls. Blood elves weren't immortal. Night elves lost their immortality. So, the immortal soul thing is different. And actually, we see with what happened with Illidan, when you get infused with the demon soul, your soul is now tied to the twisting nether. Your own soul is powered up that way. So, I just wanted to put that out there. And so, that's who the Legion attacked. I talked about some of the requirements. Now, one of the requirements is a teacher, a trainer, someone to teach you the arts of Demon Hunter. They have the ritualistic tattoos that help seal the demon inside of them. That's what the tattoos are for. They're to help seal. The eyes being carved out is because over visions. So once the demon's in your soul, you start to have visions of the Legion just killing, non-stop fighting. Essentially, I'd imagine it may be like all the memories of the demon that you ingested. And what happens in every successful demon hunter that we see that's kind of talked about, you carve out your eyes. But you can actually make it so in-game you have your eyes, in a way, I believe. You can create a demon hunter that can have eyes. I'll actually bring that up. Alright. So, ideally, you carve out your eyes, and then what replaces them are burning magical eyes, and it essentially allows you to see the magic spectrum of Azeroth. So you're not all the way blind. You're actually not blind at all. You're blind in maybe in form, but not function. Now here, I want to check that with the eyes here. See, fell. Okay, no, you can just change the blindfold. But see, you can just have your burning eyes out. But I do remember... Okay, and you can't do anything with the eyes. Okay, so you can just have no blindfold. So yeah, okay, that was wrong. So you carve out your eyes, and that allows you to use spectral sight. I wasn't sure if there was a weird way to use transmog to do that, but that doesn't matter. So you carve out your eyes, and you see the magic spectrum. Anyone can do that. You know, that's not like an elf-specific kind of dealio. I know you just see elves with the colorful eyes and think that that's magical. No, they're just like... Elves have normal eyes, but they glow. So as a demon hunter, you cut that out. You cut your physical eye out, and then in its husk, you get this burning magic site. Okay? So there's that. Now, let's talk about, because I want to get to the cool part. So, the first generation of Demon Hunter is really singular. It's Illidan. Alright? He infiltrated the throne room and was like, yo, I'm going to try to play this both sides. Because he wanted power, but he didn't like the Legion. But he wanted power. So, this is really abridged. He rolls up to Sargeras. He's like, yo, I'll fight for you. And Sargeras is like, cool. I'm going to do something special with you. Gives him a vision of, like, the Legion. He essentially, rather than eating a demon soul, Sargeras just gives him the full vision of the Legion in his eyes and infuses him with Fel. Essentially infusing his soul with Fel energy. Alright, so he doesn't actually eat a demon soul. But he still has all the visions. And that was the main thing. The demon soul that you eat gives you the horrific visions that have you carve out your eyes. And then that infuses the Fel into your soul. The way I would understand it. Alright? So, it's not like laid out that well. But that's kind of how it goes down. In the way I see it in the novel. So, we have first generation Illidan, essentially trained by Sargeras. Alright? War of the Ancient happens, Illidan's in prison, 10,000 years. Boom, he comes back, hits up Tichondrius, grabs the skull of Gul'dan, absorbs its power, powers up more. He got his iconic glaives from a demon in the War of the Ancients. Alright? And so he's rocking it. The skull of Gul'dan essentially is what gives him his full demon form with the wings. Once he ingests the skull of Gul'dan. Or not ingests, he uses it to power up. He absorbs the Fel energy from it. And then Burning Crusade happens. During the time of Burning Crusade, Illidan is training more elves from across the board. And the interesting part, and here's the funny part in this, we see demon hunters use daggers before training. Because the dude was a rogue. Apparently, once we transition to demon hunter, from rogue to demon hunter in this book, I don't know how to use this dagger. Just a weird thing I wanted to get off my chest. That's wild. We just forget, man. So somewhere in the training, we forget how to learn daggers. So Illidan trains night elves that have come to see him, that knew about him, that agreed with him. They come over. Blood elves come over with Kel'Thas. And Illidan's like, I'll train y'all. Whatever, I need my army, because I want to beat the Legion 24/7. Illidan's like, fuck the Legion, I gotta stop them. So he over here working on his plots and his plans, training demon hunters. Alright, that's where our demon hunter comes in. Burning Crusade happens. We think he's a bad guy. Maya locks him up, kills him, and locks him up. Locks up his dead body. Because that's what we do. Like, that's how much she hated him, right? He's dead. And she's like, I'm gonna lock up his fucking body. Life sentence? Nah. Permanent sentence. You're dead? I don't care. Lock it up. Lock that body up. And then locked up all our player characters. So then, cut forward more time. Legion happens. Legion's back. All of a sudden, Maev's like, you know what? I've kind of chilled out now. We need the demon hunters. This is what they were for. Tyrande did this. It's now my turn to free demon hunters. And we're busting out. Gul'dan takes Illidan's body. Blah, blah, blah. Brings him back. Sargerite, Keystone, Mardoon, Demon Hunters, Illidari back. Well, the Mardoon thing actually happened during Burning Crusade. Remember that. Mardoon happened. Your Demon Hunter does Mardoon during Burning Crusade. And then you come back, get prison, and blah blah blah. So, the Legion's beaten. Illidan goes off with the Titans. And now, here we are. 2 races of Demon Hunters, Blood Elves, Night Elves. The Illidari. What do the Illidari do now? How? Because I didn't really answer this question. I answered it mechanically. Blizzard can just add demon forms, blah, blah, blah. More on that later. But how do we make the Illidari train more Demon Hunters? Because it's a rough process. Why would they need to train more? That is the big question. That's the key. So, here's my theory. So we got, and I'm gonna add features here to Demon Hunters too. So get ready for this. So, in my made up version of how this plays out, Illidan and Sargeras fought. And then here's the thing. Here's my new theory. They fought up at the Titans. They have their argument, blah, blah, blah. The Titans do the thing, and they're like, Sargeras, why are you like this? And then Sargeras goes on about the Void Lords. But then he also tells Illidan something else. There are more demons out there. And Illidan's like, what? No, you led the Burning Legion. And Sargeras is like, nah. Listen. I took the demons, but while I was fishing around in the Twisting Nether, as much as I hate the Void, there's some crazier motherfuckers in the Twisting Nether. And Illidan's like, what? And then, this is when we hear about the Lords of Disorder. The true demon lords of Fel. Because we've now peeked behind the curtain. We know there's Titans and a Titan reality. Or a possible order reality. But we know that there's light and light lords. We know that there's void and void lords. We know that there's shadow or void or death and then death lords. Alright, the eternal ones. Shadowlands. We know Elune may be a life lord. So where are the Lords of Disorder? So Sargeras tells Illidan about the Lords of Disorder and the stuff they can do. And it's like, okay. Maybe Illidan and Sargeras are like, you know what? I can see eye to eye with you. I really like fighting demons. You know I really like fighting demons. Sargeras could be even called the original... No, he'd be like a Fel paladin. He's a paladin that kind of switched to using the Fel magic to do demon stuff. I mean, he was bad. The only difference... Here's the thing. A demon hunter is a demon-infused individual. And if you're good, you get to be a playable demon hunter. If you're bad, you're just a bad guy. So the key thing is Fel-infused fighter. And for demon hunters, we use glaives and we have all this training back. And then the infused demon soul. That's kind of like what separates demon hunters from warlocks. But yeah, so Sargeras and Illidan teaming up to be like, okay, the Lords of Disorder are bad. And you could say all this will come out at Last Titan. So that's like 2 expansions away. Why am I bringing this up now? Well, here's my thought. We've seen Illidan during Legion communicate long distances between to his most faithful Illidari. And even you, the main... yes, during the quest, you send your soul to the Twisting Nether. Illidan talks to you, I believe. Oh, yes. So, let's imagine a scenario where Illidan sends out a message. He's not coming back yet. You know, he may even know that the Titans are coming back soon. And this could be like somewhat of a setup. And I'd imagine this quest line that I'm talking about, I'm imagining it may happen in midnight. Okay, run with me with this. Illidan learns the stuff. It's like, yo, I'm going to communicate to my Illidari Sargeras, Titans. I'm going to let them know we on our way back. He sends out the message to the Illidari. And he's like, hey, we need to start recruiting more. And the Illidari are like, oh shit. Okay. Illidaddy's telling us recruit more. We need to start branching out. So, I call this Ashes of Outland. The Illidari are like, Mardoon is cool and all, but we need to set up a place more... maybe we need a better area. And the main thing for all the Illidari would be like Black Temple. So, how cool would it be during midnight we get like an Ashes of Outland type little quest line to where we all, not just demon hunters, head on over to Outland and help the Illidari like clean up the Black Temple and actually allow me to fly over there. Alright, why is this area locked off? Let us fly back in there. So, I would love for like a little thing in a patch, like we had the Draenei, the Red Draenei patch. We have all these little side stories, reclaiming Gilneas. Let's get reclaiming Black Temple. Little quest line for everyone. Everyone helps out. Let it unlock something for normies, but then something extra for demon hunters. And let's talk about this extra unlock for demon hunters. So, I'm calling this patch Ashes of Outland, Hearthstone title. I get it. One of the cool things about the Illidari coming back and wanting to train more, and maybe we can pace it out a little bit, because what I'm wanting to add is a lot. So, in Ashes of Outland, I want demon hunters to get a third spec. Alright? You have the Illidari training new demon hunters in Havoc form. The aggressive, hyper active, I'm gonna cut up, shoot I-beam spec. You actually see demon hunters training in Vengeance, because Vengeance was kind of just like thrown in there, and I really like some of the design of it. You using the whole like a hulking demon form, and using the pain you get to do tank stuff in Felt Breath. The third spec, I just really like the idea of a mid-range demon hunter, and we see this in Hearthstone in Showdown in the Badlands. You have the demon hunter hero using pistols, fell pistols, and I think that would be a cool way to get us a ranged demon hunter class that feels different than a warlock. And it really play into the hunter aspect of a demon hunter, and just to have them at range with maybe... I would love to see them dual wield guns, but most WoW guns are done like that. But imagine seeing a demon hunter rock too, and it's just a mid-range spec that uses lasers as well. You know, you got the I-beam. This one would shoot a laser. I've talked about a third demon hunter spec using a laser before. Maybe I have. Maybe I've done a video. I've written about demon hunter third spec a lot. But yeah, I just think it'd be cool to have a mid-range demon hunter spec now that we're seeing more mid-range with Ogvoker. And I did talk about a third support version of Demon Hunter, but I would love to just see it as a DPS. So, and then it would kind of mimic DK. It'd be tank, DPS, DPS. This would be tank, DPS, DPS. And have it a little bit more caster focused. A little bit more into the fell magics of it. Not too close to the Warlock. That's why I want to keep it using weapons. mainly, but it's channeling the fel energy through the weapon in concentrated bursts, and you're just like blasting. I think that would be cool. So, Ashes of Outlands, you do this quest line, unlock 3rd Demon Hunter spec, but it would unlock like Evoker. You do the quest line, if you're a Demon Hunter, you get the extra little. But as far as gameplay function, the second you log in, you can switch to this spec, but there's that added lore. And then, maybe in the next patch, we open up the Demon Hunter class to some of the races, because these ones I would want to be the races that have the history with the Legion that I mentioned earlier. So they have these individuals that would want to give up and possibly die, because we know you can die during Demon Hunter training, but of course we're the player character, we're special either way, we would survive. And as you open it up to these interesting combos, players can play these very niche characters that you may not see a lot of, but could theoretically exist in the lore. So that's what Blizzard's opening up to more of these groups. And we just need the trainers, essentially. And like I said, this would mean the Illidari's recruiting. So we just need the individuals that have the history with the Legion, come get trained, boom, new Demon Hunters. Not to everybody, so we're still lagging some of the ones that people may have an issue with. I don't have an issue with it, but I would like this staggered cadence to really give us this immersive feel of why we're getting more of these people. Alright? So, Ashes of Outland, I would want to see it sometime in midnight. We get that 3rd spec. We get these quest lines out here. And then maybe we get some of the some content in Outland. The Rusted Legion. I would love to see that in WoW. You already know. So, here's the kicker. I'm not done yet. Okay. Oh, real quick. When Ashes of Outland, orcs get fel orc skin. I want to see the red orcs. Red orc demon hunters. Fel orc demon hunters. Let's go. And maybe give blood elves the cool... Oh, dude. Okay, we get fel orcs and we get this. Yes. This kind of elf. Why can't I be a red elf? Give me red elf. And here's the kicker. They got vampire teeth. He's got vampire teeth. Fel orcs and this. You don't have to give me the wings. I want the wings. I would love the wings. You don't have to give me the wings. Also, with the advent of Ashes of Outland, Demon Hunters, you want to know what our unlock would be? So the normal other players would go through the quest line, get some of the goodies. Maybe that unlock. Maybe the fel skin unlocks. All right. Then Demon Hunter's extra thing. Full flight. We get more fel energy, and we can grow out our wings, Illidan level, and soar. Just like Drakthir. Just like Drakthir. Full demon flight. Alright? There it is. Alright? That would be the teaser. Alright? Then Midnight would play out. We'd continue doing whatever we're doing in that. Then the Last Titan would start. Maybe they're not all back yet. Illidan hasn't arrived yet. And they're not leading into that. But we're doing the Last Titan, going to Northrend, doing whatever there. And then when they return, we confront the Titans, whatever. Last Titan plays out. But right after, epilogue of Last Titan, that's when Illidan and Sargeras are like, yo, Illidari, now that we're back, we got some new stuff to tell you. And Illidan and Sargeras have been buddying up now. They are tight. And I want to see, like, I thought of this idea of the 4th generation of Demon Hunter to be this, like, new group. The Sargerite Illidari. So we merge Sargeras and the Illidari. Like, Sargeras people and Illidari come to give it. Illidan and Sargeras coming together. And we get this cool union of, you know, the original. I just think it'd be this cool aesthetic for Demon Hunters. Maybe we get some new armors like this. Alright, like a mix of the Illidari and then the Sargeras Titany demon look. We get those demon bikes. Oh man. So, hopefully we get those sooner. So, Illidan and Sargeras are teamed up. And we are now getting this 4th generation of Demon Hunter. And remember when I said Illidan didn't properly get a Demon Soul? Because it seems like he was infused directly by Sargeras. The 4th generation of Demon Hunter may not have to take Demon Souls. With Sargeras actively here, being able to manipulate Fel Magic and infuse stuff, he may be able to give Demon Hunters the energy of a demon, while also maybe using Order Magic to keep the demonic, like, mental trauma low, using Order Magic to more perfectly combine your souls so that you're in control. Give us new tattoos. And then that's when you open it up to all races. Because after the Last Titan, the Demon Lords are coming out. The Demon Lords are on the way. And we're going to need more Demon Hunters to fight them. And then Demon Hunter would probably be the last class added. And when this new level of Demon Hunter is added, I would want to add in, because you're adding it to so many races, demon form customizations. Alright, we've seen Warlocks being able to customize their demon. Demon Hunters should be able to customize the demon they took in. And some of the demons I wrote down here. You got the Jailer demons, the Inquisitor demons, the Infernos, the Fel Lords, the Pit Lords, the Succubus, the Incubus, the Shavara, Fel Hunters, Doom Lords. I would love to be able to get more customizations to reflect my character. Maybe the main character in this book took in a Fel Hunter, so maybe he would have the little thingies, the little tentacle thingies right here. Alright. Let me pick one. So, say Blood LaForge here, he took in a Shavara. I want him to maybe have 2 arms. Maybe that's a bit much. Some may be harder than others. But imagine I ate an Inferno. Maybe give me the ability to have, like, rock patches of skin. You know how, like, the undead have, like, different stuff? Maybe some stuff to do that. Or maybe my body just is on fire as a Demon Hunter all the time as a look. Maybe that could be cool. Maybe get to change, like, wings on your back more. We already have glyphs that change the wings. Let me actually change them. Like, Drakthir have wings. Give Demon Hunters the option to have demonic wings on their back that they can customize. Maybe more eye options. Maybe I ate one of the Inquisitors and I have no eyes here. But I have one floating Fel thing here or something. Maybe more customizations with the horns to reflect the different demons. You know? I think that'd be cool. I can't think of everything for that, but I would love to be able to customize our demon form like Evokers customize theirs. And when you open it up to all the races, unless we're getting Minotaur demons, Taurus demons, freaking Panda demon forms, maybe a way to customize the demon form would open it up more easily to get that for everyone. But yeah, so there's that. That's my crazy theory. That's my crazy idea for how we get a third Demon Hunter spec. Demon Hunters for everything. Demon customizations. And just all around some more love for Demon Hunters. Because I do like the class. Like, I don't think opening it up is bad for the class. I think more people being able to play Demon Hunter. Like, maybe a Demon Hunter wants to be able to use War Stomp. You know, you're thinking about racials. You know, very limiting right now. The Demon Hunter will either have Arcane Torrent or Shadow Meld. There you go. But, yep. Thank you for watching. This one was much longer than part 1, which is the main reason why I tried to cut that one short. Because, one, I didn't have all this fleshed out, and I was glad to get it fleshed out, because Demon Hunter is my main spec, even though it's not my main raid spec. But yeah, thank you for watching again, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.